What's going on, Taurus? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for April 20th through May 5th, 2023. So, in this reading, Taurus, we're really focused on the eclipse season that we find ourselves in right now. And we just had a very powerful solar eclipse on the 20th of April, and we're going to have a very powerful lunar eclipse on the 5th of May. And so when you're watching this right now, we're most likely in between these two powerful eclipses that we have going on. So this is some of the most powerful, potent energy of the entire year, which is why I want to do this reading focused on the eclipses for you, Taurus. So for the returning viewers, this reading is going to be formatted a little bit different than usual, so let me explain what I mean. When we talk about the format of this reading, we're going to really do a past, present, and future reading when it relates to the eclipses. So when I talk about the recent past in this reading, it will refer to the period up until April 20th, so whatever happened in your life before the solar eclipse on the 20th. When I refer to the present energy, the current energy, Taurus, it will refer to the period in between the eclipses, so the 20th of April to the 5th of May. And then when I refer to the immediate future, we're really talking about the period after the 5th of May, so after the lunar eclipse onward. And that's just a little bit of a structure that you can follow along the reading better, but don't get too attached, please, and please understand that you need to use your intuition and it's not like totally exacto. For some of you it will be in terms of the boundaries. Mercury also just went retrograde a few days ago in Taurus, and so especially for those of you that are born from the 26th of April, if you're a Taurus sun sign and you're born from the 26th of April to the 6th of May, this Mercury retrograde is actually going to hit you way harder than most people. So communication breakdown, all the good stuff. And because it's in this Mercury retrograde for everyone, it's affecting everyone in Taurus, like things to do with practical, monotonous daily things might take slower. So for me, I've been noticing like driving to the supermarket feels like it's taking 2 hours when it usually takes 20 minutes, or shuffling tarot for my daily readings feels like it takes a half an hour instead of just 3 minutes. So that there could be a feeling of like, why is this taking so long? For some of you, you may like that or not. But without further ado, if this general reading resonates with you, Taurus, definitely smash that like button. And for the new viewers, definitely consider smashing that subscribe button. If this general reading resonates with you, it would really help me a lot. So with that being said, Taurus, let's go ahead and pull the energy. Finally, I know it's Mercury retrograde, so it doesn't matter. It's going to feel like it's taking so long to get to the reading. It is what it is, right? So let's go ahead and pull. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Taurus. Yeah, all right. Let's go ahead and see what we got here for you, Taurus. All right, so interesting energy for you, Taurus, for sure here. Let's go ahead and start this reading off with your opportunity for this eclipse season. Your opportunity, Taurus, is the Chariot. Okay, so this being your opportunity, the Chariot has to do with movement. It talks about a vehicle that gets you from where you are to where you want to go. It also, there's an opportunity for you to really relish in some sort of protection. Some of you, there's an opportunity to actually purchase a new car or like a new vehicle. For others of you, there's a big opportunity for you to travel, is what I'm picking up on. For others of you, Taurus, there is an opportunity for you to like a frequency of 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, right? The thing about the Chariot is that it has freedom of movement. It can go, side to side, up, down, left, right, whatever. And so some of you, I am getting a feeling of in this eclipse season, like kind of downgrading your life so that you can get an upgrade later, like doing something today that your future self will thank you for. But for a lot of you, it has to do with like your long-term goals. Okay, we're gonna have to see why the Chariot is here, so you can really like make a lot of ground. Like you can go fast in this eclipse period, but there is an opportunity. It's like slow is smooth, but smooth is fast. So there's not really an energy here of just like sprinting to the finish line, but it's like just focus on what you can control, and you'll go further than you might expect. Because there is something, Taurus, coming through here about like tracking progress is what I'm picking up on. Some of you here, it's like you put energy in towards your goal, or you want to manifest something, and then you're constantly like taking inventory. That's really what the word was. Like, so there's almost like working hard on a goal and then don't take inventory about whether it's here or not. It's like wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi. Just be so focused, like the journey is the destination. If you love the process, the result will happen on its own. But if there's an attachment to outcome here, it might get in your way. Some of you just needed to hear that. Now, you have the Death card here, Taurus, as your challenge. So the Death card has to do with transformation. For some of you, this is coming through as a challenge for you to let go of a relationship. But for most of you, this is this Death card is transformation in your life. And so your opportunity and the challenge in this eclipse period are 2 major arcana cards. Has to do with the soul, something bigger than just like daily life, monotony, like I was explaining with the Mercury retrograde. So we're going to have to clarify all that in a moment. Now, your recent past, so the time period before the 20th of April here, Taurus, you have the King of Cups, the 5 of Wands, and also the 9 of Wands in reverse when it comes to your recent past energy here, Taurus. So for a lot of you, there was something about like competing for someone's emotional attention, whether that was you or the person you were with. You also have the 9 of Wands in reverse, which is really feeling wounded but not so good about it. Someone here could have been, for those of you dealing with a intense love situation, I feel like someone here was giving their emotional energy to someone else besides you. And it could have been something where you even asked them up front. Like what I'm getting for some of you is like you were like, hey, like I need you to give me this energy. And then they just like did it to someone else anyway. So there's some, the 9 of Wands in reverse here in your past. Like there's something that really like wounded you, and potentially it's been something that's been wounding you for a while about a love situation. 5 of Wands has to do with a game, playing, but also do with training yourself and like becoming better, depending on how you look at it. So I do feel like this was a kind of whatever happened up until the 20th of April was like a test, a little bit of a test from the universe. And some of you may have passed the test by eliminating a relationship. If you recently went through a breakup, I feel like the universe was testing you, Taurus, and you finally passed the test by saying goodbye. Now, others of you may still be dealing with this issue if you're still with this person. We're going to have to see why. But it has to do with emotions, competition, and wounding somehow in your past, okay? Or like the universe is preparing you for something better. So just be aware of that. We're going to have to clarify. When it comes to your current energy, so the present moment in between the eclipses right now, I like this energy. You have the Ace of Cups, you have the 10 of Pentacles, and you have the Page. That's pretty rare. Whenever you have an Ace and a 10, I like that energy. There's something here about the present moment, Taurus, about a new emotional beginning, potentially tied up to the physical world, right? The Page of Pentacles is someone who's like youthful, who perhaps is just beginning a journey to wealth. For others of you, though, especially if you are a mother, father, or if you are a boss at work, or if you're someone who controls other people's money, or you make big decisions, for some of you, you could have the recent past could be about letting go of or not letting go of a child, obviously, but like disciplining a child, or realizing one of the people that work for you is not mature enough to make it. For some of you who are an artist, there could have been something around you realizing in the recent past, Taurus, that the friend group that I'm surrounded by is not going to make it to the top with me. Or if you own a company, the people who work for me are not going to help me make it to the next level. And so there could be something right now in the present moment about you networking, right? The Ace of Cups to the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles here. So whether you're an owner of a business, it's like, how do we, completely rewrite the mission statement of this company, or how do we hire better? How do we find people that want to work for us rather than like feel obligated to? There could be an emotional incentive in your work, no matter who you are, no matter what it's around. Okay, so good emotions and long-term plans and willing to do the dirty work. So I feel like that's what this permanent change is about, is your long-term goals for a lot of you. But for a lot of you, there's immediate like shakeups in the physical world when it comes to this, and it doesn't surprise me at all, really, with the energy. So then, when it comes to your immediate future here, Taurus, so after the period of May 5th, I definitely like it as well. I mean, you have the Emperor, you have the High Priestess, and you have the Page of Cups here, Taurus. So that's a good energy. Once again, it's interesting you have all these pages tied up to it. You have the Page of Cups here and the High Priestess to the Emperor. So we're really going to have to clarify what that's about. I feel like a lot of you are listening to your intuition and you're taking control of your reality. There's something about children here, though, for some of you, or once again, for those of you that are owners of a business, there's something about this is not going to be for all of you, but like the people that you bring into your life, whether you're a business owner, some sort of random creative artist, or you're working somewhere, there's something about like the people that surround you that you can be more in control of that. Like you can use your intuition to say how do I incentivize someone to work with me, or there's something about if you're an owner, like how do I enlist people that really like believe in the vision of this project. And same thing with some of you who are like independent creative artist types. I really feel like there was a fallout with like you wanted to believe in people could make it to the top with you, but I feel like it's just not the case. So no matter who you are, I feel like there's a change in your social grouping. But and for those of you dealing with love right now, Taurus, there could be for those of you dealing with love, I do feel like right now you're probably feeling pretty good in love, depending on who you are, not the people that just went through a recent breakup, obviously. I'm just trying to hit all points for the Tauruses that I got. So let's go ahead and really get into this reading now, Taurus, and start clarifying and see what wants to come through. So let's clarify the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here as your opportunity, Taurus, for this eclipse season? The Chariot is clarified by the Empress, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups. It's interesting because the Ace of Cups and the Fool, actually no, the Fool's not here, but wow, with the Chariot being clarified by this energy, and this is your opportunity, clearly there's a new emotional beginning linked up to your physical well-being here, Taurus, and you have the Fool as well. Some of you here, this definitely has to do with what's going on right now, like linking up your emotions to your goals, like even like linking your dopamine to your goals. I don't know why I'm getting that here, Taurus. Some of you here, the Fool, the Ace of Cups, and the Empress, there's definitely opportunity for love, potentially with someone who's like quite wealthy as well, because in the present moment, you have the Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and then in your opportunity, you have the Empress right next to the Ace of Cups. So there's something about like complete luxury, Empress, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups is right next to it. And you also have the Fool right next to it in your opportunity, but in the present moment you have the Page of Pentacles. So there's a new beginning when it's like doing the hard work. I don't know why I'm getting this. There's going to be some of you that people want to work for you. I don't even care who you are. Like even if you're just like an independent person, or even if you work somewhere where you don't want to work there for your whole time, but especially for those of you that are like business owners or something like that, there's just something about like a new core, like generational, like your vision, like your vision finally gets the troops necessary to like bring it to life. And this could have to do with Pluto exiting Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. So there's just something about like, instead of trying to play power games with people, like instead of trying to play like old corporate power games with your friends, with your family, with your lovers, there could be something about like more of a free flowy career thing that actually gets results. And I'm not saying it's like completely airy-fairy, like it's still grounded, but clearly there's emotions linked to the physical right now. Let's see why the Death card is your challenge. What's the Death card your challenge? For some of you that have been saving, okay, some of you that have been saving a lot, like you're going to make a purchase that's going to make you really happy right now. And it could be something that incentivizes you. What I'm getting from this, Taurus, is like, go first class, like if you can. Like, I don't know, like we've all heard the phrase fake it till you make it. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting right now. And it's not like faking anything, but it's just like if you need to travel and you can like afford to buy first class, some people may look at that and be like, yo, like you're an idiot. Like you do not, like Mystic, stop flying first class. Like you're stupid. Like you shouldn't be doing that. You should be saving that money. But they don't know me. And like my subconscious mind needs to be surrounded by luxury for me to make it to the next level. And it's just, there's something about that for you. Like there could be a purchase that you make that's a little bit beyond your budget, but even though it's beyond your budget, it works for you because it motivates you, or there's something about that. Now, your challenge is to do with the 9 of Swords, the Justice card, and the 9 of Pentacles here, Taurus. So it's interesting that money is somehow tied up to this this energy here, right? For a lot of you, once again, the independent creative types, I feel like there's a certain person or there's a group of people that you're realizing they're never going to make it. It sounds ruthless, but you need to give them space. Maybe they can make it on their own, but you need to give them space. Like you're not going to be the one to help them. And if you are, you're probably going to drown along with them. That's a clear message for some of you, so please be aware of that. For others of you, though, there could be something about an ending. Once again, ending with your finances here. Justice to the 9 of Swords to the 9 of Pentacles. I don't know why the 9 of Pentacles is standing out to me here. For some of you, Taurus, this is the weirdest message ever. There's something about like you enlisting troops. Like it sounds weird. Like this is probably how it used to be like back in the day. Like if I lived in a neighborhood and I was like the low-key mob boss of the neighborhood, and like I see like, this is gonna sound creepy. I don't care. Like I see, okay, like it's the 1960s. I'm in the Bronx, New York, and I'm the local mobster, and then I see like 3 like 17-year-olds playing basketball who I know live in the neighborhood. It's like there's something about like people are gonna want to work with you for you for free, or like there's something about like and maybe you don't want that. Maybe that's not good. I'm just getting the energy of it. There's a new enlistment with people around you with your money. Like for some of you this hasn't happened yet, and it's just a frequency. So I don't know, the Death card to the 9 of Swords, like some of you you've been too loose with your brain. I hope you're connecting this reading. I'm just getting what I get, right? I'm not even really going to worry about your past. I feel like we got to just go into the future with this reading. Let's see why the Ace of Cups is here in the present moment. All right. I know that's a weird example, Taurus, but just like I give these examples so that it can let your mind run loose with what I'm getting, how it can manifest in your life. All right. Some of you, there's a past life, and some of you know who these people are. Like if there's people who are coming to you and like, yo, I want to work with you. I believe in your vision. Or roles can be reversed for some of you, definitely. Some of you are going to meet a mentor that is going to change your life forever. It depends where you are. If you're more so independent free artist, roles could be reversed. You might go to someone and say, hey, I'll work for you for free, or hey, I'll do this for you. But the Ace of Cups is clarified with the Six of Cups and the Lovers. On the one hand, there's a moving on from your past, right? The Ace has to do with something new, and the Six has to do with your past, usually in the Lovers card. So there's a moving on from past business or friendships, relations is what I'm getting for a lot of you. For others of you, though, with the Six of Cups to the Lovers and the Ace of Cups in the present moment, for a select few of you, you really, like, you're in a relationship with a past life person, or you could be manifesting that right now. I'm not getting it as love so, because there's more so, like, business tied up to it, or there's more so, like, practicalness tied up to it. But I'm telling you, Taurus, there's something about that. So if there's someone coming into your life that you're going to work with, like, literally how this manifests is this, just for everyone to be able to relate. You're working at a pizza place, you hate your job, but from the 20th to the 5th of May, there's someone who starts working with you, a new coworker, and it's a past life relationship. And then somehow they want to help you, or you want to help them. It's a synergistic. I'm just getting like you were in a parasitic thing somehow with someone. Now it's more synergistic. So just be aware of that, Taurus. You have the Ten of Pentacles, so a lot of you are gearing up for this journey. And, so just be aware of that, especially if for those of you that are in, like, not where you want to be. So, like, for me, like, many of you don't know, I worked, like, some of the best thing, like, what you need if you're not where you want to be is look at the people who are where you want to be and say, how can I connect with those people? How can I learn from them? So, like, for me, when I wanted to become a YouTuber a few years ago, I actually started to work for a YouTuber completely for free. I was like, hey, I'll work for you for free just so that I can be around you and then I can learn the knowledge that you have. Because specialized knowledge and, like, being on the there's something about, like, being on the inside of power, or you providing that for someone, or someone providing that for you in your own way. So just be aware of that. This could have to do with love for some of you, and maybe it's mixed up to it, right? But for most of you, I just have to get this standard example out there. And so there is, like, a formation of tribe could become more important to you. There could be something about, it's very complicated for those of you who have tried to be in a tribe and make it to the top with people, and then they've, like, just not been able to hang with you. That's very disappointing. But I feel like no matter who you are, there's new people, there's a new tribe. It could be past life tribe, soul family who's coming into your life, because the eclipses bring permanent change. So whoever's coming into your life during this time, I don't know who it is. For some of you, it is a lover, clearly with the Lovers and the Six of Cups, new past life relationship. But I'm telling you, for most of you, it's this weird, like, enlistment of your soul warrior family to go with you through life. I mean, that's really what I'm getting. And so you need to honor that. This could even be a past life enemy that then you're meant to work. So if, like, someone really, like, you're going to know who this person is. I mean, all right, let's go to the future. Let's clarify why the high priest, the emperor is here in the future. For some of you who have children, it's like, for example, like, they could have been a nerd their whole life, and like, you're like a state champion tennis player. You're a state champion tennis player father, and, like, your nerd kid hates tennis, and then all of a sudden during this eclipse he comes up to you and he's like, I'm gonna be the greatest tennis player of all time. Teach me right now. And you're like, I've been waiting for this day forever. Or I mean, there also could be something about an open enemy for some of you. I don't know why I'm getting that. Let's just go to the future, and let's just clarify the emperor. Why is the emperor here in your future, Taurus? Let's go ahead and see. Yeah. Three of Pentacles almost wanted to pop out. You have the Queen of Cups, you have the Four of Cups, and you also have the Tower when it comes to the Emperor in your future. For those of you that try to hang on to this, for those of you that try to hang on to your old way of being, I really think there's something in the future that could go, it could, like, take away something that was meant to be out of your life already. I think you're going to have a great, like, May 5th and onward, I'm actually picking up great energy. There's something about a mystery being revealed, though. So there could be something you find out about a close friend, and this could have to do with your past, right? The Nine of Wands in reverse, the Five of Wands, and also the King of Cups, and now you have the Queen of Cups in the future. So somehow the period before the 20th of April and the period after the 5th of May are connected. So you're in this like middle ground right now, but whatever happened then is connected to whatever will happen. And it has to do with love for a lot of you. And but for most of you, this is a great time of expansion. So I hope this reading resonated with you. I gave you all I got, Taurus. So with that being said, I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you next